want to return now to the race for New York mayor and conclude our candidate profiles with a man who ran 4 years ago. He finished 5th in the primary back in 2021.
Former Comptroller Scott Stringer had his mayoral campaign derailed by allegations of sexual misconduct. He denied the claims and is now looking to tackle the issue of affordability across the city.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo spoke with Mr. Stringer.
He's long been a familiar face in New York state and city government.
You can't spend your way out of this. You've got to hold commissioners responsible.
Most recently as city controller from 2013 to 2021. But when you pull back the veil on this veteran politician,
I'm here to say we cannot kick the can down the road.
You'll find that being in politics is not just Scott Stringer's job. It runs deep in his blood, way back to the 60s.
Think about that time period. It was the war in Vietnam. It was the protests at that time. It was a real moment to be involved in government and politics. People believed that we could do anything, and I grew up with that.
Stringer lives in the financial district now, but grew up in Washington Heights with trailblazing Congresswoman Bella Abzug as his cousin.
No congressional seat belongs to anyone. It belongs only to the people.
Considered one of the most influential female voices of the 20th century.
And I was the kid following her around, giving out campaign literature, and it stayed with me my entire life. It's everything I wanted to do was to be in public service.
That passion took Stringer to Albany as a state assemblyman for 13 years. After serving as Manhattan Borough president, he was then elected as city controller, the city's chief financial officer.
I did some of the biggest things a controller has ever done. I divested from fossil fuels. I divested from gun manufacturers. How do you get all this done? Well, you better know what you're doing. And if you don't know the buck, then you don't know the job. And as controller, I know this buck inside and out.
Knowing the buck is how Stringer plans to make the city more affordable if elected mayor, proposing families split the cost of childcare with the city and their employer.
You're confident that you'd be able to get business across the board on board?
There's nothing more important to the business community than their workforce.
There's nothing really more important to Stringer than being a dad, and perhaps taking that same approach in government.
We need somebody who's grounded, who's the adult in the room.
Anthony Carlo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And you can find all of the profiles we've done this week on candidates over on ABC7NY.
On Monday at 5:30 p.m., our half-hour special, an Eyewitness News Voter's Guide.
And early voting continues through the weekend. It's wrapped up for today, but will be from 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday.
And on Tuesday, primary day, polls will be open from 6 in the morning until 9 in the evening.